Today, I'm going to be reaction analysing Richie Kotzen with Remember. This is sponsored by Eric. Eric says, "You are my favourite reviewer by far on YouTube." Oh, that's nice, thank you. I don't see enough reactions to the artist Richie Kotzen. This is him live in Japan. He also fronts a rock trio called the Winery Dogs, which I think Lolli would possibly dig as well. Thank you ever so much, Eric. Massive hug for you.
I can read your mind. Don't you know it's easy for me after all this time?
This is right up my street.
If we're talking on the phone, one-on-one, truth you'll never hide. I don't need you to tell me there's something wrong, 'cause your eyes give you away. I can't seem to get my head around you being gone. So before you go, so before you leave, remember that your heart's unbreakable. Remember.
Oh, gosh. You can probably guess what I'm going to say. I'm going to talk about his mouth a weird amount. Something that I initially noticed is like it's in that sort of Jeff Buckley lane, which is a lane I enjoy.
Well, sometimes a man must wait to find that really.
And then I was like, hang on a bloody second. He's got like the same kind of teeth as Jeff Buckley. And then I was like, actually, he has like the same kind of facial structure and they have similar vocal tones. I do think that because the structure, like the instrument is crafted with the same kind of measurements, you will naturally find yourself going into certain realms sound-wise. The high notes are amazing. Remember. The intuitive use of his face to control them is amazing. One thing that's very, very strong is his upper lip. He has a lot of this going on, and that will not feel natural, probably, unless you do speak like this for some reason. The face has a huge impact on singing, as we discussed lots and lots. But this, in particular, is connected to the cheeks. So you can have engagement in the cheeks, which will help you lift your larynx, but without having to actually exclusively just use these buccinator muscles. You just feel what happens when you do this. How this just turns on in a kind of controlled way, as opposed to... We don't want to get too wide when we sing because it squeezes everything and it narrows the vocal tract. It's really easy to find if that works for you or not. Pick a note, like something that's a little bit tricky, like this one maybe, and then try it with the opposite face. Ooh! And then try it with this face. Ooh! And you'll feel the resonance move. Different environments up here will change the amount of breath pressure that is underneath the vocal folds. Notice how the face actually goes down.
So before you go,
you can control a lot of your notes with your mouth being down. Sits down.
remember.
These guitar chords, if you're finding that they're making you feel like, ooh, that ooh is the power of seventh chords. So a seventh chord is like, so the seven, it makes you like, oh, it makes you feel like this. It's a harmony situation.
And now you said our love was strong. I thought we belonged.
distortion on the guitar. The formant in his voice, which means like the timbre of the note, a low formant or a higher formant. The formant in his voice is higher. And I think that is contributing to this ability that he has to kind of just normalize strong high notes. Like they're not big deals for him. They're just everywhere. Obviously, he does exhibit those physical symptoms of pressure in his throat, but that's natural. That's bound to happen because there is more pressure in there. That doesn't mean that the voice production is unsafe. The kind of extrinsic indicators of an unsafe note is more like if the head is extended too much this way and you see a lot of pulling forward, that is a very unhappy cricothyroid. It doesn't like that very much. But just a little bit of kind of increased pressure. You see there? My larynx is like, oh yeah, here we go. That's fine. Oh, it's just so nice. It's so nice to hear someone in such control that's able to make us feel stuff. It's so high. Isn't it? I love guitar solos like this. Just... He does guitar solos the way that he sings, like the kind of bending and then you can imagine him singing all of those guitar melodies. That's so cool. It's just they're very singy. He started this melody here with the guitar and then it took over with his voice. Oh, I love that. It's this really amazing thing about when really good singers or really good guitar players as well, is that they develop like little relationships. Like the guitar is doing this little part of it and then it kind of passes the baton to the singing part of it. Oh, really exciting because it gives you so many different textures. Where he's choosing to resonate his voice is not down here in the jaw. There's no tiltiness about it at all. It's all in a little house at the back of his mouth. And sometimes it's very, very far back when he does a diphthong and he goes like, yeah. Oh, you can't really hear it right back there. But it's usually moving somewhere between here and here. And he did that, an ascending melody, dur, dur, dur. And I was like, oh, maybe he'll take it over with his voice. But he was like, nope, not at the moment. I'm going to continue it on the guitar. He kind of does his own backing vocals with the guitar. Again, the phrasing is just so, it sounds like something he would sing. Large intervals as opposed to like scalic stuff.
And I said, oh, I think you're crazy. You thought, baby, I would never leave you. No. I said that I think you're crazy.
That is wonderful. Oh my God. There's almost too much to love about this, to the point where I don't know where to continue. Before we heard that long note at the end, I noticed that he was doing this kind of slow vibrato in the guitar. And I was like, oh, that's nice, because the vibrato that he was using in his singing wasn't quite as slow as that typically. Until at the end, he was like, nope. Not whipped all my tools out the shed yet. The poetry. We have this melody, this vocal melody where it goes like, still unavailable. And that's kind of stuck in your head. I think stuck in my head anyway. But then he kept doing that melody in between guitar phrases. Oh yeah, that's a really like a natural. Very well done. Good ears. I loved it. Thank you so much, Eric, for introducing Richie into my life. I am sure I am going to enjoy his other works as well. Super, super fabulous.